hit the wrong button. I still had time in the countdown. Hey, everyone.
Hello. Good to see everybody here. I see DJ Meyer, first one with a. Thank you so much.
Oh, give me 1 second. We've got two screens going, and I need to mute this other screen so that it doesn't get feedback. Yeah, so that one's like a little bit delayed.
It is.
Harry Gandy's here.
Hello to my mom and dad. They're here.
Rob and Dawn.
Oh, an amputee adventure.
Yeah, my mom.
Oh,
Lori's here. Hey, Lori.
Hi.
Okay, we're going to give it a few more minutes.
Oh, and the Wendy's. Hello, Wendy's.
Oh, are they there? Yes, excellent.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Okay,
I
hold
see
on.
them over here.
Yeah, let me get back. I want to.
These two screens at first are kind of confusing.
Yeah. So we've got the other screen over here so that we can watch the comments over there, but also on the screen that I have control of. So, hey, Bob and Dang, Melinda's here. Hey, guys. Debbie and Christian. Oh, yeah.
Melinda.
Yeah, okay. They're all rolling in. Hey, everyone.
And Melinda, she says, I can't believe it's been 5 years.
Us either. We're excited.
Blown.
So we're going to wait since I hit the wrong button and started it like 30 seconds early or a minute early. We're going to, actually, all right, just hit 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock.
Hi to New Hampshire Homes. Frederick Sanford.
Oh, Frederick. Hi, Rick.
Frederick is in the house.
All right, we're going to give them just a few minutes. I sent out mass email to the Wander Squad as well as to a bunch of text messages that of people I have in my phone. So we're going to give them a few minutes. Up.
Hi to Wanderers Chasing Horizons.
Yes. Kimberly and Tracy. Yeah, it's going to be hard for us to keep up on the. Oh yeah, it looks like they're showing up over there faster than they're showing up here, but that side is delayed a little bit. It's first time for everything. We're just giving this a try. So if you see Michelle looking off into space, you've seen that a lot on video anyway.
I know.
So
okay, Jamie and Susan from New Hampshire Homes for you. Sparks and Rick.
Oh, that's Jamie and Susan. They must have oh yeah, that's Jamie and Susan.
Oh. Yeah,
that must be their Facebook name on there or something. So
now I know.
Chase and Bryce are here. Eric Orange from Western Kentucky. Thank you for letting the Toledo Rockets whoop up on your university this past weekend. I was a little worried until like 2 minutes into the game. They already had 14-0 because Western Kentucky has been tough for us for many years.
Now, I will say,
Sean's here.
If you think I look tired, it's because I am. I've been up since my alarm went off at 4:30 today. I had a meeting at 6 a.m. I don't typically like to have a meeting at 6 a.m., but my client needed it at that time, so I did it. So I am about ready to crash.
Yeah, we are currently in the Pacific time zone, so it is rolling in on the 4 o'clock hour. I know, you guys are from all over the country, but we are currently in Pacific time zone here in Oregon.
Oregon.
So there's a town not too far from where I lived for college in Toledo, and they refer to it very specifically as Oregon. But I've been told that's not how you pronounce it to people here in the state of Oregon. Mm-hmm. So anyway. All right, we're rolling people in. So welcome, everybody, and we are so glad to have you here. 5 years ago today.
To the day.
Yes.
It just blows my mind.
So for those of you who may not have been here back then, because I think we had like 82 subscribers back then, we hit the road from Indiana in the middle of COVID. We had been living in a tiny house or cabin for 5 years as we made our plans to hit the road. And we actually sold our cabin. We intended to originally leave in June of 2020. We sold our cabin unexpectedly very, very fast. Like before we even put it on the market fast, because it was a local person that was interested. And so therefore we made the decision, because of everything being closed and we thought we weren't going to be able to cross state borders. I mean, you guys remember the
the fear.
The
that was
fear.
out there
Yeah, the
for
fear.
COVID.
So we decided to wait a few months before we hit the road, and obviously then left in September. So for those last 3 months of us living in Indiana, we actually lived with Michelle's parents, which was perfect because it gave them a chance to, or gave Michelle a chance to spend way more time with them than we would have had, if we had been living separately.
Yeah, that was great.
And I loved helping out and, getting to spend time with Mike and Sharon too. So we hit, I think it was around 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, we hit the road. I remember we had the camper sitting out in front of their house. We drove around a little cul-de-sac to make our way back out towards the entrance, and we hit the road, headed to our first stop, which was Ohio. We stayed in Amherst, Ohio, at a campground for a month because my brother, who may or may not be on here yet, is less than handy. And so he had a whole bunch of honey-do list for me to do. And I renovated his daughter, my niece's bathroom, and he and his wife's bathroom. I built a platform for their shed and fixed their gate and all kinds of stuff. So we spent our first month in Ohio working. But it gave us a chance to spend more time with Kurt and Shelly and my niece Madison.
Yep.
But I remember seeing the look on Michelle's parents' faces as as we drove off, and they questioned all the decisions we had made up to that point. There's Marley. You'll see him walking back and forth. He's anxious right now. We usually like to do this outside, as you guys know. But I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it is rainy. It's currently thundering out. So we can't have our live event outside. So, but that's why we're inside here to make it a little more comfortable for everybody. But Marley will be milling around, and maybe Mushi might show up in the screen at some point. But thank you everyone for coming. I know we're missing a few. Renee and Greg are here.
Jesse and
Melissa. We were talking about this just the other day. I remember you guys have been on the road now for almost 7 years now. I remember watching all your videos because you were one of the few that, did a lot of boondocking. And so I remember, and you guys were in the monstrosity of the toy hauler. So I remember watching all your videos. It's just funny now to have met you so many times and call you friends and hang out and stuff. You guys were just those two people on the screen. So
but yeah, you're right, Jesse. That time is weird. It's so weird.
G&G are here.
Yep, G&G are here.
Yep. So
yay!
DJ Meyer is visiting South Dakota and having a great time. We love South Dakota. Our video for our boondocking outside of Custer is doing great right now. But anyway, we
along with the Wendy's. They are in the area. I guess they were going to try and surprise us. That's what his comment said.
Oh, I saw that, but they passed us.
On Saturday night, yes.
Yeah, they passed us. I saw that they were traveling, but I think they're over now.
They're in Echo.
Near Boise or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there would have been plenty of room.
Yeah, this
Amazing.
site is fantastic. It actually, the campsite review comes out on Wednesday, so we'll be sharing it with you. And we did I was able to fly the drone yesterday before we got our rain, so we got some good drone footage. So, but anyway, let's get to our agenda so that we don't keep all of you guys all night. Thank you for coming and celebrating our 5 years on the road. And we have something else to celebrate, and it's funny because it happened 6 minutes before the live stream. Michelle, what was it?
We hit.
Did you forget already? How did you forget? Oh my gosh. This is what I'm working with, folks. 15,000.
I remembered.
Oh, sure.
15,000 subscribers. No, that's crazy.
We've been watching it all day. We had, when we hit 14,000, I think like a month and a half ago, we had hoped to get to 15,000 by the end of the year. And here we are on September 8th.
Well,
so who knows?
I haven't been watching it all day.
No, I've been watching it because I kept telling Michelle, we need 6 more people before 3 or 4 p.m.
And we did it.
We're super excited. 15,000 subs. It's kind of overwhelming.
That's so great.
Yeah, it's been a long time, a long, we've only been monetized, meaning the 1,000 subscriber and 4,000 hours of watch time that you need. I think we've only been monetized for about 2.5 of those. So it took us a while to even kind of get the ball rolling, but we're super excited now. We got 15,000 and who knows, 16's next, maybe by the end of the year. So, our campsite reviews have really been a big part of that. I know a lot of you guys are probably subscribed or following us in part because of the campsite reviews. I didn't check today to see, but we were over 110,000, I think, visits to our camping map. And so I think that says a lot, and we really, really appreciate it. So not only are we celebrating 5 years, we're also celebrating 15,000 6 minutes before it went live. So we're super excited. So if you're on here, please don't go and unsubscribe so that when we get on there, it shows us under 15,000 again. So people do that sometimes. Not necessarily anybody in the water squad, but yeah, it ebbs and flows. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So next on the agenda is the 2025 travel plans. Michelle, I'm going to kick this over to you.
Yeah, we got travel plans.
She made notes.
We have travel plans. Well, we actually...
Where are we currently? Some people didn't hear it.
Yeah, we're currently in Oregon. We're between Pendleton, Oregon, and La Grande. Yeah. I always want to say La Grande to sound fancy.
That's how Google says it, La Grande.
I like La Grande. And so we are heading out tomorrow for Utah. We're actually going to be staying at one of the places we've stayed at 2 other times, which is kind of neat. And then from there, we're heading into Provo, Utah, because we are on a long trek to Texas. And when you hear Texas from the Wandering Shores, you're probably thinking, oh, you're going to go down there to Gate Guard again, aren't you? No.
Not this time.
No, we have no plans to Gate Guard this year. We're going to be heading to Texas for this guy. But once we leave, we'll get to that. Once we leave Utah, we're going to head to Colorado. We are very hopeful to get to meet Chase and Bryce from Sparks and Rec.
Who are on this live stream right now. So shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
We'll be rolling in your area there in Colorado.
Yeah.
They are currently, Bryce is work camping down in Ouray. And Chase is working all the time in different, he's a welder. So I'm hoping that he will be there as well when we get a chance to stop by. But it's a very small window of when we're going to be in the Montrose, Ouray area. So we're hoping to be able to cross paths with them and meet them in person. We've been corresponding for probably at least a year now on social media.
Yeah, if we meet up, we'll have to get some ice cream for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure she knows where all the good ice cream is.
Yes, she's an ice cream connoisseur. We're also going to meet up with Sean and Lauren, our friends in Westcliff, Colorado. Yeah,
shout out to the Austins travel. As you guys know, we traveled with them. You've seen Aiden and Austin in a few camping videos from our time.
Aiden
and Sean. In a couple of camping videos earlier in the year when we were in Colorado.
Yeah.
And Lauren is, as many of you know, Prego. So she is going to be way far along by the time we get in there and get a chance to see her. I think she'll probably be right around the 8-month mark. So shout out to you guys. We're looking forward to swinging by and spending a little bit of time as we migrate south from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then after we leave Colorado, we'll be headed into Texas.
Yep.
Our plan is to arrive there the first week of October.
Yeah, I think we're gonna roll into Amarillo. If you guys saw when we stopped at Buffalo Lake Wildlife Refuge, we're gonna stay there for a few days to just kind of break up the drive as we head down towards Dallas. We're gonna stay at a couple Elks and things along the way to kind of break up the drive. But yeah, so that's our plans for 2025. We've, I think we can share a little bit about what we think is going to happen after my RV tech school. RV tech school is 5 weeks long, and we will be finishing up, I think, the weekend right before Thanksgiving. At that point, Michelle will have already flown back to Indiana. And if you watched our expenses video, you know that we now had to purchase 2 tickets for Michelle because we went all out on the $39 Spirit Airline ticket. and they changed the times multiple times. And then they filed for bankruptcy, and
that's when he said, "We need to get you a new flight."
Yeah, we didn't.
And I'm like, it's about time.
We didn't want to roll the dice, so we spent $67 on her in Frontier to get her up to Indiana.
Yeah, he's a big spender. Let me tell you.
One way. All I'm saying right now, folks, one way. That's all she's guaranteed.
Oh goodness!
So she will when RV Tech School is over in the at the end of November. I will then pack up with the kiddies and be traveling back to Arizona. Michelle will then fly directly back to the Yuma area sometime in the beginning of December. We haven't gotten tickets yet. We haven't made a decision on when she's going to fly back, but somewhere around the first week of December probably. That gives her an opportunity to stay in Indiana with her parents for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, about 6 weeks.
Yeah, we think she'll be there probably about 6 weeks. And then we'll be stationary in the Yuma area. We don't know yet if we're going to be out at Imperial Dam. We think we will. A lot of this is contingent on how things progress related to the RV tech business. And we'll share a little bit about what we're thinking here in a minute. So we will likely be out in Imperial Dam at the long-term visitor area for a couple months. But there is a small possibility we're in a campground in Yuma, but it's looking less and less like that's the route we want to go. But we'll see.
It's kind of all up in the air.
Yeah.
Just so many things,
and
little details.
Some of the plans right around that time are part of the agenda items here. Mm-hmm. So we'll get to those. So that's kind of our plan. We're going to leave Oregon, Utah, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Texas, and then hightail it back over to Arizona. I don't know how long I'll take to get there. Probably I want to try to be in Yuma during Thanksgiving. So I'll only have about 4 days to get there. So it's going to be, travel 3 consecutive days or so.
Yeah.
Item number 4 on the agenda. So this is going to be a shocker, folks. But I think it's time. It's been about 2 weeks, and I think it's time to introduce you to my new boss.
That's me. You're looking at her.
So Michelle's company, for many of you that know, she is a program manager.
I'm a project manager. I don't program anything.
Well, that's true. Project manager. Oh, there's Mushi. He looks a lot like Marley, but he wants to look outside. Yeah, it's not as bright anymore.
Just keep it like that. He doesn't need all of it open.
So Michelle's company was looking for some help behind the scenes, and I've got time. So, we made the proposal to her company that, maybe I could help out. They were looking to hire somebody. It's really PRN as needed. It's not like 10 hours a week. It's not 40 hours a week. I mean, it could be anywhere in between. But basically, I'm just going to be entering data behind the scene, and I'm going to be helping out Michelle and her boss kind of with their job assignments, tasks that they can hand off to me. I'm going to be doing those. So Michelle officially, though in the hierarchy, I think in the flow chart of the business now, I think it actually shows Michelle as my boss. But I really answer directly to Catherine, Michelle's boss. And then the big guy, Harden, the boss. Yeah. So
he's been a good student for sure.
Yeah. It's taking some time,
and he's offered a lot of insight as well. And he has some insight already because I talk about the job a lot to him and the things that I have to decide or determine and solve. And so he's been able to jump in and help me with some of those situations.
Yeah, I think the thing that's nice for me, back, if you guys don't know, my previous life, I was a mental health therapist in the prison system. And I worked for 20 plus years in mental health and most of it either in the prison or with the prison population. But part of what I did as a team lead back then, and this was early on, is I became very familiar with access databases and manipulating data and filtering data and querying data and writing that kind of formulas. And so a lot of what Michelle is doing or what I'm doing is a function of that type of work. And I haven't done it in a long time, but I'm very comfortable with it. So I'm showing Michelle quicker ways to kind of do her job in some cases, because she's saying, well, how do I need to do this? I said, no, what about trying this and this and this? So it's really helped her too. Plus it's brought in a little additional income for us. So yes, Michelle is my boss, and she lets me know it every morning. Get to work. Get to work. Are you logged into Slack? You need to make sure you've got your Slack turned on. Check your email. I gave you a job. But yeah, it's been fun, and it's been 2 weeks, but I'm getting the hang of it. There's a lot I still need to learn, but
he's going to do great.
Yeah.
And we're lucky to have him.
So yeah, so I'm looking forward to continuing to do that as long as they need me. And I let the company know, listen, if there's times where I have no work, that's fine. I mean, but it really helped them too, because they didn't have to go on a job hunt, and I know what the job is. And one of the other huge things is Michelle can train me like right here in person. That way, Michelle and her bosses don't have to train somebody, because that takes a lot out of theirs. And they're higher ups in the company, obviously. So their time is extremely more valuable to be doing that type of work than it would be, for Michelle to be training me as she's doing the job anyway.
Right. Yeah. It's a lot of on the spot training.
Melinda said, crack the whip.
Okay, Melinda.
So I know that there's been a bunch of comments rolling through. I think some of you are talking to one another.
Some of that, yeah.
But we'll do our best to kind of go back through. We've got a section here to answer questions, but
and make comments.
It's hard to, we need a moderator, but it's a free gig. So if anybody wants to moderate for free next time, you let me know.
Sparks and Rec, how many times has Michelle fired you? No, zero.
It's only been 2 weeks. Yeah. So,
but I'll stay on.
I like the work. So, okay. Topic number 5. As you guys know, we're headed to Texas. I guess we just want to update you on the RV repair business. We are going to be hanging my own shingle. Meaning I'm going out on business, or I'm going out on, I'm going to work for myself in that aspect of things. I don't know if that will be the immediate jump that we make, but I think it's leaning more and more like that. We've been working on some things behind the scenes related to that business, and
a lot of things. A lot of things.
We can't share. We don't want to share those yet. We want to make a kind of a grand announcement, if you will, but if you guys are going to be in the Yuma area in the month of December and January, or even in Quartzsite, and you need something done and it can wait, I would love the work. Obviously one of the things about starting a business is getting the first job, and I'm not going to know everything when I come out of RV tech school. I promise you that. But I'm a very quick learner. And I will make sure that whatever you need done gets done. And, when this announcement's ready, we'll share the website with you. We'll share all the details about the business. We'll share the name, which I think is,
oh my gosh.
The name and the logo are pretty awesome.
Perfect.
And, for those of you who know already, which
we don't want them to say.
I think there's only like
small handful.
There's even smaller than that probably. But yeah, so if you've got some work and it can wait until December or January and you're in the Quartzsite and Yuma area, let me know. I would love to help. I'm also going to be starting, I have to list it on Google. I want to try to get Google reviews. So if any of you who are watching, I've helped out, with any RV related issues, which I know some of you I have. One of the things I want to do, I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder. One of the things I want to do is try to have some of you guys write some Google reviews for us when that business is up and live. I don't want it to, Google business is a fickle beast. and I don't want to get it started too early because it's very temperamental. And if, I'm learning a lot from some of these other mobile RV techs that I got to be very careful with Google Business, because sometimes if you move your location, and I'm going to be mobile, which is going to be a problem, I think, but they like to just shut you down thinking that it's a fake account. So I'm not getting anything started that in advance. But when I do, if you guys are out there and I've ever helped you with anything RV related, I would appreciate you taking a few minutes to write a Google review for us. That will help. I'll end up being on RV Help as well, and that will translate over to RV Help website. So, but yeah, so updates forthcoming on the RV repair business. It will likely be announced before I'm done with school, because I want to kind of get that word out. But it's a little more complicated than we originally planned, but that's a good thing. And it'll make all the sense in the world real soon. Mm-hmm. Number 6, related to earlier when we talked about our 2025, early 26 plans. We are going to be going where, Michelle?
We're going to the Bash 2026 Escapers Bash.
Escapers Bash in 2026 in Lake Havasu. I don't remember the dates. For some reason, I think it's like the second week in January. But we have canoodled several folks to go with us. You guys have seen our last couple years of videos. You know that we are the defending Escapers Olympic champions, and we got the dongle
to prove it.
Yes,
our very first one.
Yes, our very first dongle. But so we're going to have a base group of folks that have been there before with us, but some of you that are on this video or on this live right now are also going, and we're super excited about that.
Yeah, we have a good group.
Yeah, for first timers are Carlos and Rose, Jamie and Susan, Justin and Aaron. So we're super excited. I think we've got right now, not everybody's parking in solar, because some people don't have as much solar as other folks, but we're gonna. Oh, now it's raining pretty hard. Here comes Chanel. She's afraid. She's running down.
They don't like to be in the.
Yeah, they don't like rain and thunder in the bed area. But I think we've got like 10 rigs going this year as the main group. So we're super excited. Oh, Jesse and Melissa said, I think we'll be there. Awesome.
I think we'll be there. It's emphasis on think. Well, we hope you will.
I hope so too. I wonder what the potential options are.
Oh, they also want to know, do you think we should be, they would be okay in solar?
Yeah, somehow. Yes. And parking right next to us would be even better, Jesse and Melissa, because that way we can leech off your ginormous solar array.
Yeah.
Let me, hold on. I'm going to shut this window just so some of that noise doesn't come in. But in relation to that, we have another announcement about the Bash. We have decided to stop armchair quarterbacking the event, and we are going to present.
Yeah.
So we reached out to Holly, the organizer, and asked if she would be interested in having us present at the seminar this year, and she said, heck yeah. So we are excited. This is going to be our first time presenting. Michelle is already sweating it. She's like, what do I got to do? Can I just run the projector? I said, no, I'm going to have to run the projector from up on the stage. So I'm going to give her the task of walking around with the microphone. So she's going to be, my Vanna White.
In all reality, I don't take part in any of the trip planning.
Well, they don't even know what we're presenting on yet.
Oh. Well, I don't take part in what we're going to present. I'm not
we are bringing,
what do they call it, passenger princess? I'm not a passenger princess.
We are bringing a cow, and we're going to teach everybody how to milk a cow.
But it's all him.
So our presentation this year is going to be finding the best free camping in the United States. Clearly, that's what we like to do, and we think it's time to share how we go about doing it with everyone.
And And he's the best guy to do it.
Yeah.
One of the best guys.
Yeah, there's some other folks there,
Yes.
I mean, Jesse and Melissa.
I know.
You know,
they presented last year.
and they did a function of it. But this entire our entire presentation for the 50 minutes or so is going to be finding the best free camping, and we've got a couple new platforms that we use to find spots, and so they're not very common yet, or not very popular. So we're super excited about sharing that. But we will be, presenting. We don't know what day and what seminar hour yet. Holly is still going to get back to us on that. But we will be presenting this year on how it is we find these free spots. We will likely be taking at least one test case from the audience and walking it through from beginning to end, as well as sharing, kind of the secret stuff. I mean, when we do our campsite reviews, like you'll see on Wednesday when we release our next one and our map, it's already done then. I don't tell you how we do it, but I will be sharing that with the 7 people that will show up. We hope more than 7 will show up, but
I think they will.
I think they will too. But yeah, so we're excited. We're going to be presenting at the Escapades Bash in 2026 in Lake Havasu. If you guys are interested in going and have not yet reserved, reach out to us. Our email address is right there on the screen. We'll love to have you guys. If you want to be in solar, you can we all meet up prior to going in. That way we all park together. So that's going to be how we kind of all cluster together for those of people that will be in solar. But yeah, we're happy to have you. If you are going, they are doing
referral program.
Yeah, referral program now. And all you have to do, we don't get a bonus or anything, but they are doing, I think it's called like Bash Bucks. Yes. So if you decide to register and attend, on the application, it says, hey, who did you find out about this from? And if you put Michelle's name, not mine, just put Michelle's.
My name.
Because that's the first person that told us about it. That's what they had done. So we're just giving her all the Bash Bucks. And they can go, I think it's $5 that you can spend, or that Michelle can spend at the swag, the merch tent. So, and I think 2 videos ago, maybe you guys saw that we were sponsored by Escapades and Harvest Host about the resort getaway that's going on in the beginning of November over in Florida. Obviously, we won't be there, but that's another great event that they got going on for the very first time. And that resort, we've got some friends live like there's no tomorrow, or like there's no tomorrow. Darlene, she's actually been to that resort, and she said that resort is absolutely amazing. And I said it had the biggest tiki bar she's ever seen in her life. So, yeah, our 2 lives, January 10th through the 18th. So
is Bash,
yeah. So, the resort getaway is in November. So, all right, we're gonna go. Let's see if we can scroll through here. If you've got questions, please put them on.
I've seen a few.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to scroll real quick, guys, up to the top here. Put your questions in. We are happy to answer them.
The very first one we got from.
Oh, yeah, from DJ.
Mm-hmm.
What size rig do you have, and why did you get that size for full time? What would you do differently? Great question. So we have a 28, basically it's 28 foot from hitch to bumper travel trailer. It has 1 slide, and it's a rear slide because it's our bed. It's right here to my left. It has no side slides. We'll talk about that in a minute. We have put sumo springs on it. We put the MoRide CR 3000, I think it's called. Upgraded suspension. It lifts it up a little bit more to go off-road. I think for us, this is the right size rig for us. I know a lot of people. I mean, Jesse and Melissa have that absolutely gorgeous Alliance. I think I don't know. I feel like it's like 44 feet. It might be 40 feet, but it's big, and they boondock just as much as us. But yeah, so we have a 30-foot rig. It's more nimble. I think that's part of why we went with a smaller rig this time. And you know, it's served us well for 5 years.
We love it. We absolutely love it. And yeah, there's a few things we would do differently.
Yeah, I think, you know, just the long and the short of what we do differently, I think we would enjoy having a side slide because we're only 8 feet total wide. And if this couch wasn't here and we had left the dinette, we only had like a foot and a half to walk between this and behind the screen. Used to be a scissor couch, and it was useless. We've taken it out since. So if you guys have seen our videos of the modifications we've made, you'll know, you know, we've modified this thing several times. We've got 1200 watts of solar and 600 amp hours, a little under 600 amp hours of lithium. And so I would probably go with a little bit more lithium. If we had more room on the roof, I'd put more solar up there, but ours is a non-walkable roof, which is, you know, these ultralights, which is what ours is it creates some anxiety about the roof because it literally is just the, you know, the rubber membrane over Luan to try to reduce. So in the future, we will have a walkable roof because this is, I tell people that we have an ultralight with Luan non-walkable roof with 12 solar panels. They're like, what the hell are you
Their
doing?
eyes get big as saucers.
Yeah.
What?
So, but yeah, so we, you know, this has been the right size for us. And I think in the future, any future RV will probably be the same length or right around the 30-foot mark, just with at least one side slide, you know, and
definitely a side slide.
Yeah. You know, it's going to be hard to give up our garage area, but there are alternatives out there that, you know, when time comes, we might need to look at. All right. So DJ, I hope that, I'm just scrolling through here, folks. If you see a question, Michelle, holler.
Okay.
Oops. All right. Oh,
What?
Oh, that's the Wendy's comment. Oh, yeah. You know, Lance and Flo, I saw you guys were headed to the Idaho area, and I saw on the map, because we share each other's location on Google, and so we can kind of see where they're at. And I thought, well, I bet you they're going to drive down 84, which is where we're currently at here. We're in the Umatilla National Forest, which I guess is a smaller section of the
Wallowa-Whitman National Forest.
Wallowa-Whitman National Forest. So yeah,
when we first got here, I called it Wallawa.
Yeah, some of these words are, you know, words are hard for us. Okay, that's Renee and Greg. They were in Montana. I'm just scrolling through here. Can any of you full timers tell me approximately how much you spend a month?
Per month.
Oh, camp spots.
And a few people have answered, one or two already.
Okay. Yeah. So, you know, DJ's asking, you know, how much people are spending for campsites. I would say from what I've seen, if you're spending a majority of your time in a campsite, you're going to spend probably $700 to $1,000 a month. I would say if you can get, you know, discounts for week stays, you can get discounts for 2 weeks, month, things like that. So you really got some flexibility. I know Bryce and Chase from Sparks and Rec, they tend to, because of the way Chase's job works, not necessarily now because they're work camping, but you know, they tend to spend a month or more at a campsite, which obviously you can get discounts. But that would be my guess. But, you know, as people are hopefully commenting to my guess, you know, we're the worst people to guess how much it costs.
We really are. But yeah, Sparks and Rec said they stay at Blue Color Basic.
Oh, Basic.
And usually $600 is where we stay, unless it's Colorado, then it's $1,000.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
so I guess
great to know.
Yeah. Susan and Basil. Hey guys, I saw you have like a foot of snow on Basil's YouTube channel. I noticed that the other morning. So you guys are still up in Canada. I hope you're staying warm.
And Susan, I found your tongs the other day. I still have your tongs from our last potluck.
From the potluck in Yuma. We'll give it to you a year after we stole them from you. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's right around when we announced 15. Okay, so there's that. Just scrolling through. Bryson. Jeez,
getting followers.
Yeah, yeah. We've got several YouTube channels on here, folks. First of all, shout out and congratulations to Greg and Renee. 2 miles to go. If you guys don't follow them, please go and follow them. They just hit 1,000 subscribers. They've got a couple videos. I think the video earlier this week like blew up. It's like when I last looked, it was like 11,000.
They have great content.
Yeah, they're funny as hell. And make yourself a list. And I call this the shit that Greg says, because you will get one-liners that you just only Greg would say.
It'll make you rub your head.
Yeah. So check out their website. Oh, here, not their website, their YouTube channel. There they are, 2 miles to go. So look for that logo and go over and support them. All right, your mom's here, Amputee Adventure, Ramona. Hey, guys. I think they're still in New Mexico, maybe? I don't remember.
Oh, Ramona?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she told us to stop by New Mexico.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're actually, because of the route we're going, I don't think we'll hit the very northeast corner of New Mexico as we're coming out of Colorado. Oh, Amarillo
is where she had her last.
Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe I did know that.
Kevin Burke had a nice comment. He wanted to say hi. Thank us for our content.
Oh, you're welcome, Kevin. Thank you. We appreciate you. You're always very super supportive, so we thank you.
Yes, thanks for being our subscriber.
Oh, all right. Yes, Sean, at our Vision Nomadic Living plans are always written in sand. They really are. Oh, by the way, if you haven't yet, please give us the thumbs up button on this video. That always helps. It's interesting because YouTube, I mean, you guys could care less about this, but I'm just sharing the truth here. Like, that's what we're about. We don't make a lot of money on YouTube, even though we've got 15,000 subscribers. We just don't have the volume of watches, like some of these other. We've got some very good friends that make, very good money on YouTube because they get 20 to 80,000 views on every video. We get if we hit I get excited when we hit 1,000. So we did have a campsite review hit 5,000 the other day. Our campsites always typically hit 5 to 15,000 eventually, but usually it takes a year or so.
T.A. Murph commented that we helped her this summer, so probably with boondocking.
Oh, I think I don't know. Maybe it might be Tina. I think her name's Tina.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, she's gonna watch when she gets home.
Okay. Yeah, she was in Stanley with her cat. All right. Let's see. Tracy and Kimberly. There's Chris, Amputee Adventure, sharing his adventures in Alaska when he was stuck. Okay, that's when they want to know if you would
crack the whip.
That
was about the bash. Too many people.
Well, who said too many people? Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, but the thing is, I will say this. For those of you who have been interested potentially in the bash, if you watch videos from people who go, please know that we're purposely going out and doing things as much as we humanly can. Number one, for content, and number one, too, because we enjoy it. But it's like 95% of the people, they don't go to all the seminars. They go, if there's a food truck, they get some food, they sit around and socialize before the rave starts at night. We've never once been to the rave.
Yeah, when the rave starts, we
go back
to our camper.
We're back in the camper by 9 o'clock.
We're not dancers.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a dancer. Michelle's okay.
Yeah.
And Dance and Dawn. If you go to see Dancing, Rob and Dawn, they can dance.
Yes, they can.
But she's swearing at me for calling her Dance and Dawn. But she is a great dancer.
Yeah. So when you think of it hitting the bash, it's really, you can control how many people you're around. You can control what events you go to.
Yeah.
And just make it your own.
Yeah. And I think, and I know we've got some friends who have been hesitant potentially to attend. And I assure you that, the wild and this is not a frat party. You will be very surprised. It is, and I think when people hear working age RVers, they think everybody's like under the age of 40. I would say 25% of the people who attend have already retired. They're in their 60s at least. There are a lot of attendees. the other thing is with the bash, it's a little bit different than some of the other escapers events in that at the bash, there's things going on all day, even during the week. But at other events, it's much more, in the evenings because they expect people to have to work during the day. But at the bash, it's a little more all day stuff. If you've been to an Escapade, it's nothing like an Escapade. An Escapade for us, I mean, we enjoyed the Escapade, but it was, like 900 rigs. I mean, bashes tend to be about 300 to 400 rigs, about 800 total people. So Mr. C, do you have to be an escapee to go to the bash? Yes. I don't want to say this 100%, but I know that the bash is, I know this event that's going on in November. If you join and go to the resort, you actually become an escapee member as part of your registration. I don't think they're doing that with the bash, but I think the escapees membership is right around $50 for the year. So, and there's a whole lot of other stuff that comes with it, discounts from their vendors. You have access to the mail service if you need it for full-time living. There's just a lot of other things. Oh yeah, they got a tire discount program where you can, you'll save the $50 you'll save like 10 times that the first time you buy tires with their tire discount program. We've done that pretty much every time. We just have discount tire match the prices that we are getting from escapees. And so, yeah, but I think you do have to be a member. Well, I do know you have to be a member.
Don't we put our number when we
I don't know that they're running a deal where it's included, but it is $50, and I feel like it's a $50 well spent. It's honestly the only membership that we have anymore. We're no longer, I think Family Motor Coach Association is the old name. I think it's Family RV Association now. We're no longer a member of that. Nothing wrong with it, but we had originally joined that one to get access to their internet options when we first hit the road before Starlink.
Yeah, so it's $50 to join as a member, and then in addition to that, Bash has a fee to sign up for Bash.
Yeah, and it's there's food included, there's seminars included. There are pay food trucks there. There's a lot of stuff. So I think it's worth giving some thought to. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us. We've been there. This will be our 4th year, so we're no longer conversions as they refer to the first timers, but this isn't Animal House, and I think sometimes some of the videos, especially even the year, honestly, here's the truth, folks. The year before we went the very first time, we watched a few of our YouTube channels that went to the bash, and I thought, I have no desire to go there.
Yeah, this guy doesn't like big crowds.
Yeah,
he doesn't even like amusement parks.
Yeah, I don't want to.
People.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
If it's more of a small group, and that's really what the bash turns into be, because with the group of RVs that we're clustered around, we'll have a potluck just with those folks. You go up together, you get the potluck up at the or catered dinner. They got a barbecue dinner one night. So you do that kind of stuff, and then you come back to your RV. There's great live music. There is some dancing for those people that like to dance. There are fun in games like the Escapers Olympics, but that's just, it's for us. It's a lot of fun. I didn't want to play the first year. I got roped into it by Sean over at the Austin's Travel because one of his partners left, and he talked me into it. And now we were gold medal winners last year, so we're pretty excited. Let's see. Okay, so there's Sparks and Kurt is here. My brother is here. Hi, everyone Kurt. Say hello to Kurt Ulrich Shore, who just turned 50 years old in July. Yay! It's just Kyle. Kyle will be shaving or coloring the beard.
Will you be shaving or coloring your beard? It's great.
So this is salt and pepper. No, I'm keeping the beard. I'm trying to get Kurt to grow one. He's not real good at growing facial hair. He's really gray on his head. I think if I let my hair grow, out, I might have more brown hair than my brother has, even though I'm 2.5 years older.
All right, we have a question here by Debbie and Christian.
Yes.
How do you feel about your current camera equipment we have not yet purchased for taking video?
Yes. So love the GoPro. It has its drawbacks. Sometimes you press the action video and it doesn't, or the action button, it doesn't turn on. You got to pull the battery out. But honestly, we've got a GoPro 8. I think they're on 13s now, or maybe getting ready. I think the 14 might be coming out this month. But yeah, the GoPro is for us the way to go. Debbie and Christian, I plead with you, the Insta360 that some folks use, that looks way complicated to me. I know Jesse and Melissa have one, but for me, I mean, I've never played with that. I've never used it, but the fact that it's recording 360 degrees and then you got to go in and edit, it just sounds like really hard to me. And this was hard enough just with one directional. But yeah, so we've done that. And then we've got the Holly Lane MK1, I think, or Mark II. I think it's called Mark II. Microphones. We don't have them on today because this computer has fairly good audio and video, but I think that's the one we have. They are, if you have any questions, just shoot us an email. We can send you the links for those items that we have. So good evening from West Virginia, Ralph. Hey, we love West Virginia. It's one of our favorite states east of the Mississippi.
It is.
We stayed there for
2 weeks.
2 weeks. When we visit our friends Brett and Sig and the family when we first hit the road, horses. And the horses and the kids and the cats and the dogs.
Okay, what's next?
Okay. Yeah, Brian doesn't want big crowds. Let me see. Okay, I'm just scrolling through here. Oh yeah, Jesse. Jesse, I saw the, I think it was an Instagram reel or story. I saw Jesse's always got the newest Pixel. Well, we're Pixel fans too. Michelle's got the Pixel. Let's see if she knows. What Pixel do you have?
Pixel 10, 13.
He got the 11 the other day, or 10 the other day. You have the 13? She's got the 7. This is what I'm working with, folks. I've got the Pixel 6. She's got the 7.
Well, I normally get your phone hand-me-down.
Yeah, so. But we got you an upgrade. I took the second hand. But yeah, so we love Pixel phones, and I did see that Jesse got the 10, and oh yeah, they use we use the X3 occasionally. I'm assuming that means 360 occasionally. One of the things here nor there.
He had an 8. No,
oh, he had the 8. Okay, so yeah, now he's got the 10. I know he's not for everyone, but I really enjoy Eric at Nomadic Fanatic. But when he puts that Insta360 out there and rides his motorcycle with it, I fast forward through those segments. It messes with my vision, my brain. My brain can't comprehend that view. It just, for me, now sometimes people use that camera and then they narrow the focus and it doesn't look like a fisheye so much. But Nomadic Fanatic does that when he gets on, and trust me, there's no chance he's watching this right now. But if you are, shout out to Eric and Diana. Hope you're enjoying Green Bay. I just watched your video today. Okay, I think that answers all the questions. Let me see.
We made it to the end. Okay.
Yeah, let me see if we've got anything else to announce. I don't think. What word in the dictionary is spelled incorrectly? I would assume that means incorrectly.
Yeah.
All right. I think it looks like we've got everything. I mean,
good questions.
Yeah.
Good comments.
Yep, that's everything on our list. So thank you, everyone. 54 hours. Might feel like that to some of you. 54 minutes. We don't do a lot of lives anymore. I don't really know why. It just kind of has fallen off. We've really made a concerted effort to do 2 videos a week for months and months and months now. And that takes some time, along with the fact that I've now got myself another job. I am still teaching at Southern New Hampshire. This is actually it's the Monday of the second week of class. And this time I'm teaching a brand new class I've never taught before. If you've been following for a while, you know that I've been teaching in the general education department. I've been teaching, it's called IDS 402, and it's, or 403, I can't remember the number now, but it was a wellness class. So it was more of a psychology, sociology based class that the students would choose their topic. Oh, sorry, folks. I'm hitting all these wrong buttons. I can't. Okay, there we go. And that class is being phased out with new students. So any student that starts Southern New Hampshire in the last 2 years is not required to take that course anymore. So we're going to run, or I'm going to run out of students for that class, in the university is. So they're transitioning to a different class for newer students. But obviously, this is a senior level class, a 400 level class, and therefore the students that started 2 years ago, most of them aren't ready to be taking 400 level classes, but it's just starting. So I'm no longer teaching wellness this semester. I'm teaching problem solving social change. And I'm learning it as I go with the students, to be honest with you, because this is my first semester teaching it. I like it. I'm only, but one of the things, this does create extra work for me, and that's okay. I mean, they're paying me to teach it. So when I taught the other class, I've been teaching it for 3 years. So all the class announcements that I have to make for all 8 weeks had already been made 3.5 years ago. And I could just basically copy and paste into the new class each semester. Now I'm having to create all brand new announcements, brand new class emails. One of the things I like to do is create some videos. Some of you may have stumbled on, I've got another YouTube channel called, I think it's just under Kyle Shore. But if you Google Southern or SNHU IDS 410, you'll see I created a new video actually right out here for the students, introducing myself to them as the beginning intro to this new class I'm teaching. So I'm learning from this class. I just got done grading their assignments today. I try to get graded early in the week so that they get their results back, and then we can also do what we want to do with our lives with relation to travel. But I am still teaching at Southern New Hampshire, but I also know I used to get 2 classes per semester sometimes. I haven't had 2 classes now for, I think, 4 consecutive semesters. So I didn't, that's part of why I reached out to Michelle, or had Michelle reach out to her company to see if they needed any help, because the school was ebbing and flowing. So, I was getting half as much as I usually get per paycheck every 2 weeks, because I was only teaching 1 class. But I really enjoy it. And it's really not a lot of work. It is, since this is the first time I've taught it. But moving forward, if I keep teaching this class, which I'm assuming I will, I'll be able to use those class announcements and emails moving forward. Michelle, some people are commenting. Let me get
safe travels down the road.
Oh, thanks.
It was a great live.
Bye, everyone. Yep. Are you still doing the RV mechanicals? Tommy G, yes. We are headed there. I start class on October 20th in Texas. I will be there at school for 5 months. 5 months. I will be there for 5 weeks. That's why I bought you a one-way ticket. I'm staying there for 5 months. 5 weeks, and then I will be hanging up my shingle real soon, and I'm going to be making an announcement of the website, the business name, the logo, and if you're in Arizona in December, January, and need some work done, I would appreciate the opportunity to fix your stuff. I will not be doing solar installs, maybe on my own rig, but not on anybody else's rig. But if you've got electrical issues or need some, inside solar stuff, I don't want to be up on the roof, installing panels. There's a whole nother class for that I'm not taking. I'm going to be fixing refrigerators, furnaces, electrical stuff, fuses and amps, and rewiring things if needed. Some mechanical stuff I will not be doing, like Class A and Class C drivable stuff. I mean, I'm not going to be fixing diesel engines or anything like that. This is going to be the basic. And I'll have on the website, I've actually started to build it out. I will have on the website exactly the type of work that I'll be looking for initially, and then I'll be expanding as I become a little more comfortable with it. But I'm excited. I'm going to have 4 jobs. I'm going to have YouTube with Southern New Hampshire, the job with Michelle's resident education and RV repair. So, I guess we're planning to stay out on the road.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for the 5 years.
Yeah.
For following us, for subscribing and enjoying what we put out.
Oh, and before you leave, for the 38 of you still here.
Yes.
Keep an eye. We actually filmed some videos while we're here that we are not releasing for a couple months. You'll understand in the future. See you later, everyone. Good night, and thank you.
Thanks.